It's Joe, and this is my next project. Plenty of headroom. Cool. Just checking it out, see if I'm gonna fit. See if anybody's gonna fit. You know, for a small car, it's really got a lot of headroom. I'm sitting on 3 of these patio furniture pillows, and I've got a lot of room. My shoulder's so low, I could not hang it out the window. But we've got a lot to think about if we're gonna put this roof on here. The windshield frame is the back hatch off the bug, and it's about the right width. Fits in there a little bit, and we're gonna make it fit in there better. You know, I don't know what we would do in the old days if we had a distributor on this small block Chevrolet. I guess I would cut it out, but I think it's gonna fit in there all right. See how I kind of cut that side over there where it'll fit in there. Looks like it's gonna clear the hood. Everything there is gonna clear. And I hope it's leaned back enough. Here's all the players. We got the Volkswagen back hatch, have the 2001 Volkswagen Passat rear bumper, not a station wagon. Station wagon's cut out for the exhaust or a step or something like that. 97 Mercury Sable grill, which we'll cut out, and that's gonna sink right in there for a little mail slot window. 2016 Toyota Celica hood, and this is the molding that comes off the Volkswagen Passat, and it kind of fits on here. It fits in this groove right there. And I think we can use it as a little accent molding, and we'll cut it right along here, I think. You know, I don't really know how this thing goes together, but you know what they say, knowing what you want beats knowing how to get it. If you can ever figure out what you want, how to get it is simple. 2003 Lincoln Town Car. This is a right front fender that we've kind of trimmed off, and if you've seen the videos before, it's gonna go on here, kind of like this. It ain't gonna be up that high, I guarantee you that much. And we will kind of figure it out as we go along here. Several things to consider are this window really can't start until here. We can't have it wrap around all the way to here, I don't think. I guess we could. I think that would look funny. I think we've got to make the back of this part of the top right on this door line here. It will just be better. We've got to have a way to hold this metal roof up here. This is all rubber, and I was kind of thinking maybe if I had some sockets, a socket here and a socket there for a roll bar that would go up in there, not a big gaudy roll bar, but something that you could kind of tuck in over on the sides, would go up, and then you could brace the metal roof off of that. I don't know. I've just not decided on that yet. Where's my little pointer stick? Well, anyway, let me take this down. I'm gonna show you a few more things. This back deck lid right here kind of bows over just a little bit. And see, I've got it spaced up on that piece of wood over there. But I'm gonna build a filler and fasten it down on here. And it will go right into that. So we can cut that molding in a bow, and maybe that top. I've got to cut the top, put those pieces together. Nice, clean. And watch this. Watch this gap right here. This, well, what's the hood on the Volkswagen is our deck lid. Watch, when it comes up, it actually moves this way. So it's gonna move away from that roof, and when it closes, it'll go in. When it opens, it'll go out like this. Open and close. Watch that hinge right over there as we go up. Look how much gap it's got there. Down in. It's got kind of a compound hinge, and we're gonna take advantage of that. Pay no attention to the tire, the wore out tire poking out here. We've talked about this before, that we're gonna pop these fenders out a little bit, make that easier to deal with and look better. So that is where we're at. I think the first thing that I'm doing, and I'm just noodling this out with you here. I don't have a plan. I came down here and pressed record, and here we are. I did sweep up a little bit. There was a bunch of grinding stuff on the floor. But I think basically what I need to do, I think I'm gonna build a rack out of wood probably that I can clamp in here, that I can set that top on, and then I can move these, I can move this around, because boy, trying to lean over the side and hold that top up and brace it up with something flimsy, it's hard to do. I've done it before, but it's always rickety, and I have to get in there to check it for headroom, and I'm concerned it's gonna fall on me. See, I left this one open a little further. I'll be able to cut that. How far out do you think this needs to stick on top of this? I'm gonna have to do a little research and see how far out I want it here. And the other side also. We can put it anywhere we want there. Also, here's another thing to take into consideration. The windshield frame. Windshield frame is kind of leaning in. And when we put this piece on here, it's gonna come back and have to connect onto here. So this is gonna be leaning in. This is going to be more than one episode, I promise you. But it's gonna be fun. This is a challenge, and that's what all these projects are. You know, when I was a kid, my older brother and his friend Philip Stouffer used to build car models, and they let me hang around. Philip was a cool guy, and still is. And I just remember them building models, and I always looked up to them, and I wanted to build car models, which I did later on, but mostly I kind of scavenged the stuff that was left over in the box. All the little pieces of, the little railing, the little plastic tubes that are all left over that the parts were hung on, and you always have a few things left over, wheels, and after you play with the models, you get some broke up models left over. Well, that was always my favorite thing. I didn't have any instructions. I had about a half a tube of glue. And you just take all those pieces in the box and build anything you could think of to put together. And I guess I still like doing that, because that's what I'm doing with this car. And I got other cars in mind to do the same thing, not just one coupe, but quite a few different cars. And they're all made, the stuff I like to make is you can go to the junkyard and buy the parts. I don't want to have to spend a ton of money or hunt down the part. I like hunting the parts to find what is going to fit in the junkyard. It's got to be, local and affordable, and you know, I can't use a fender off a Rolls Royce. I just can't afford that. But if it's available in the junkyard, oh, that's what I like doing. Hold on a sec. Little oil. And I still like doing that. So that's what I'm gonna do on this car and all the rest of the cars. I'm just gonna hustle up little local parts and just see what the heck we can build. I appreciate you tuning in.